ilaha illallah, ashhadu an la Muhammadan Rasool. I only bear witness, I testify, there's no God but Allah. He is the creator of this creation. He has planted us all here on this earth to be tested. And because we're all passing through, it's not a permanent home. So we thank Allah for sending us Prophet Mohammed ibn Abdullah, who is the seal of the prophet, the one Christ Jesus announced in the Bible will come and bring us the clarity to the life that we all have to live. So we thank Allah for Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah. We thank the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him. He is the leader for the modern time. We are here today because of that. We're here today because of Prophet Muhammad, because if we weren't here, we would be somewhere else. And I see this the best place for all us to be. And like Imam was saying last night, that what you see is what it is. Only those who wanted to be here are here. And those who Allah wanted to be are here. And when I see what I see, what I said to myself, I just got to work a little harder. We just got to work a little harder. And, you know, we don't give up. So we thank Allah for blessing us to be here to talk to each other. Because we thank Allah for praying. I mean, thanking Allah for Prophet Muhammad praying for Majid. And Allah prayed, and Prophet Muhammad prayed for Majid, and we believe without a shadow of a doubt that Imam Muhammad was and still is the Majid. He revived the religion.
Yes.
And I think that's what caused some of our brothers who's in the faith to be a little jealousy. I think the Jews got a little jealousy of the Muslim when Prophet Muhammad came on the scene. And I understand that many of the Jews love the words, the intelligence, or the language that Prophet Muhammad brought. They just didn't like him because he was a Jew. And I understand that they had bought into the idea that only the Jews are the chosen people.
Right.
And I don't think that they would be too happy with us because what we have today, because we are letting them know they're not the chosen people. Allah chose whoever He pleased, and He raised up whoever He pleased, and He tells them in Scripture He's going to take the rejected spies and make those ones that you rejected and spies the leaders. I don't think that fit nobody in the world but us. And that's why we can come to Mosque, and that's why we're here today to we're fasting for the month of Ramadan. Allah has demanded we fast. We're fasting, but we're fasting to have a clear mind, a better sensitivity towards the world that we have to live in. We have to be reminded of that every year. So fasting is scribed for us to get that sensitivity back, so we can be concerned about the world that we're living in, because we're a family. All human beings are one family. But what have broke the family up, Imam pointed out, is the language that Satan introduced to the families. Coloring people, calling people white and black. And like one of the comedians told the Caucasian audience, if you white, let's go to the paint department at Home Depot and see can we match you up with some of the white paint, and let me see can I match my skin up with some of the black paint. And they all laughed, and they all was laughing. They pay him to come and talk to them, this comedian. I can't think his name, seen him on the internet. And so Satan have colored people. And instead of we saying all people are human beings, we're getting people language that they can't measure up to. I can't call a person a white man if he's not white. I'm fooling him. He's fooling himself. He's a human being. And God and Imam Mohammed taught us that everything get its color from the sun. Like a sun, too much sun, not enough sun. Every vegetable and every fruit get its texture and its sweetness from the sun. So Imam taught us well. And the main thing that he was trying to teach us to love each other. And yeah, we need buildings and we need structures and we need schools. And I believe, inshallah, we're going to get those things. Because we all have that urge. We all, and Elijah Muhammad says, when anytime that you get 100% of dissatisfaction in the land, something got to change. So we have that dissatisfaction in the land, and something gonna change. And I believe that because the Muslims here in America, the African American Muslims are here in America, they the one keeping this country from being torn apart. I believe that. I believe the world is waiting on us. We're working in LaGrange, Georgia, where they taking our center, trying to take our center. We in court, and we gonna win. And if the Imam who passed away had listened to what Imam said, he said he was listening, but he didn't do the thing that Imam said. He didn't put the title. He didn't bring the deed that once the building was paid off and turned it in to Imam. So now we got to fight to keep it, and we look like we're gonna win. But the idea that we got to fight for something that we built for, because we trying to be so nice to people, may accommodate people who had no respect for us. They have no love and respect for us. They said they was Muslim, but they never act like. In the end, when everything was just about to end, they didn't act like no Muslim. They locked us out. And locked us out of our own building. Yeah, we could have fought it, we could have fight it, but what happened, the community, the Caucasian community, all of them came to our rescue, the police department. Working with the police department named two of us as chaplain of LaGrange, Georgia. So, and the chief of police in a meeting that we have, a public meeting that they had, they told us that they were waiting on us. And the Imam said the same thing. They said they were waiting on us. And the people waiting on us, they tired of all this immoral that Hollywood is producing. Somehow people don't went to the lowest of the low by putting tattoos all over their face. I go to prison and I'm sitting in there. I go to the jail. I go to 3 different jails, and there's an inmate in there called himself a Muslim. He got a tattoo all over his face, and and I tried to just ignore that, not to say anything. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but I had let him know that God made you beautiful, good looking, when He created you. If you change anything, make it different, then you're deforming yourself. And that's what he did. That's what he. I told him, I said, you can scare somebody at night if you walk up. You scare them to death. Looking like that. But this world make evil seem so fair. That's what the Quran said. It said make evil seem fair, seeming. And so we are left, and the people are waiting on us to stand up, to change it. And the young people coming, because the young people see this, what we have better than we do. Talking to some of them. We was out in the streets, and the young gangbangers would cross the street, and we had talked about them, let them know that they were thugs, and they dressed like hoodlums. You're going to act like a hoodlum. We let them know all that they were our brother. We loved them. And so we thinking they ain't paying us no attention. So a drunk come up and get in front of us and threatened to hit us. The gangbangers came across the streets, told him, say, you don't get nowhere and get somewhere quick, we gonna put some on you. And so, excuse me, preacher, but we gonna put some on him. We love what you're doing and saying, we see what you're doing, but you better get somewhere. That joker got somewhere too. But what I'm saying, the people love us. You know, they respect us. Selling all those Muslim journals and bean pies and being clean on the corner. And them people will tell you they were waiting on us. Even the politicians were waiting on us. So when that Caucasian sheriff told us that he was waiting on us, he said he working, that the people are working to help us keep our center. He said that was wrong for what they did. That this doctor was the chief of police doctor, and he said he had to let him go after that. He couldn't trust them. So we in a good position because of Mosque has kept the light on, and because we are consistent. We listen to the backbiters or the people that want to slide up to you and whisper in your ear. And Imam Mohammed said that he would love to be here today, but I asked him especially to be into New Medina. And New Medina, Imam told the people when this happened before, when New Medina and Mosque was running neck and neck in Ramadan, he told them to keep their program going. And so, alhamdulillah. So he sent the greeting to each and every one of you. Assalamu alaikum. And brother Samir and brother Samir Mahmood and brother Rakib Bashir, who's a part of the Dawah team in Atlanta, they also sent a greeting. They wanted to be here, but something came up and they hope to be with the family maybe in the convention. Because we are one family. And when I hear Warrior Deen Mohammed II, I hear the second chance of being helping Imam Warrior Deen Mohammed. If we didn't do it the first time, we get a second chance. And you know, and his wife is just like Sister Clara. And we talking about some heroes. We know Imam Warrior Deen Mohammed was a hero. We know the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was a hero. But Sister Clara was a hero too. Yes, hero. Anytime a woman stand up in a doorway and say, "You ain't taking my children," that's a hero. Yeah. Say you know, you're taking my children and put in public school, and that should be all a warning to us that we need school. We can't put our children in these public schools and they're teaching the children in the public school that's all right for two boys to go together, two girls to go together. We can't do that. Somebody need a moral, like Imam said, a moral outlet, and they need a choice. Do I want this for my children? Do I want this for my children? Because where is your family tree at? If two boys get together, if two girls get together, where's your family tree? Your family tree is cut up. Your family tree is gone. Huh? What would happen is all the roosters would become hens. We wouldn't have no eggs to cook. It'd be over with. And all the cattle, bulls become cattle. Female. What would happen? We wouldn't have no shoes and the good milk. Everything would be screwed up. So everything, they trying to go against nature. Imam taught us that. So we are left to be the people that stand up for the world. You know, we see Donald Trump, but Donald Trump don't have no power against this truth. You're talking about angels. Allah sent thousands of angels to protect you when you stand up. When you hear a story about David and Goliath, that's a story of God, Allah sending angels and it helping that young man did not have fear of the big monster that was in front of him. And he won, according to scripture. And that's why most of the cowboy pictures used to show, make you think that they were real moral, because the good guys always won. Morals always outlast the crooked person. But I mean, you know, Oz and Harry and all that, they showed you all the good families and stuff. But for us, we were struggling. We were struggling trying to make it. And Imam was telling about when he went to church. The man said, "Had the devil come in." We went into a church and to congregate with the people there. And the preacher said, "Oh yes, the devil has arrived." But the words he had up, we made him eat them words up, you know. And that's what happened when we go into the prison. That 9/11, they gave us hell going into the prison. But we stayed there and took the abuse. You can't go in there now. You stand right there, wait till I tell you. We took all that abuse. But in our talk inside the jail, when we got ready to leave, everybody saying, "Assalamu alaikum." Even the guards. Because we have the message. We have the best message. We have the Quran. We have the final revelation. And you know, they have the Bible. But I asked the Christians, my brothers and sisters, especially when one come to my house, if Jesus died for our sin, can I get you to go down to the courthouse and tell the judge that? Because these people going to prison from now on, and I don't think the judge heard about it. So we need to get your band and let's go down there and go down here and talk to the judge. That Jesus died for everybody's sin. And if somebody break in your house and take everything you got, and you see them leaving, don't call the police, because a man 2,000 years ago died for them to take that. So they thought, you know, we had to make them, we had the best message. Imam made a thing. Mohammed made a thing. He made a thing. Then a lot of things that the minister was giving us is not what Elijah Muhammad told them to give us, but they had to keep control of us. Now we're free. Imam came and freed us, freed the women, freed the children, freed us. And now we're able to do more with each other. Yeah, we got to tolerate each other, because we come from a condition that no other human being in the world have ever been put in. We've been under the test. We've been in a test that no other human being ever been in the world that we can read about. You can't read nowhere in history that people were put down as much as we were put down, given names that we didn't never earn. Even Webster said that the word nigger means anybody dirty, low down, and foul. Right. So it don't say what the person color or got to have an ethnic group. It says anybody who's dirty, low down, and foul. And I can't think of nobody more dirty, low down, and foul can bring a people here, work them 400 years, and take their language, their culture, rape the women, babies, and everything. I can't see nobody no more dirty. But what I see, we went through that, and now we don't have no hatred for no other people. We ain't trying to hate we trying to bring all people together. And that's what a lot of private choose, to bring all ethnic groups together. Because we out there talking, and who comes up and shake our hand? The Caucasian people. So thank you, I can accept that. Because we ain't trying to tell them that we are better than they or they are better than us. We said we one human family. We all come from this earth, planted on this earth to be tested by the one God. And God gave us the idea of let us take on the language. I'm a Christian, I'm a Jew, I'm a Muslim. All these came later. When the first world was first formed, Imam said the world was named Asia. And that's why Elijah called us the Asiatic black man. He was talking about them too, because the minute